Man, sometimes I think it must be so cool to be an arch-conservative. It is so easy to freak people out, to say, the fags are going to take over the world! The whole gay marriage being legalised in California has got them foaming at the mouth again. Nothing seems to set conservatives off as much as gay people having basic human rights. What do you got to scare people with if you're on the left? I mean, well, simple stuff like global warming, evil corporations raping the planet and their workers, thousands upon thousands dead in Iraq with no end in sight, and the horror of W and his mates doing something worse with Iran. None of that seems to scare people as much as the idea of fags and dykes taking over the world. It's actually a really simple argument that for some reason a lot of people go out of their way to obscure. Let me break it down for you. Point 1. Do you think marriage is important in and of itself? If the answer is no, then the conversation's over. Unless you're just like arguing for its own sake, in which case, yeah, good for you. Go bug someone who gives a fuck what you think. Now, if you think marriage in and of itself is important, point 2 is, do you have an intrinsic problem with gay people? You know, is it against God? Is it against nature? Did you get bitten by a homosexual as a child, so that's what gave you homophobia? Hey, I know someone who got bitten as a dog as a kid, and they're still scared of it. I have no idea what motivates homophobia. Maybe it's the same thing. I'm trying to reach out here, people. Look, if you hate the gays, you hate the gays. Just be honest, and you know what? I'll be a little accepting of that. I'll still think you're a dork, but at least you're being honest about it. Oh, and if you want to say you don't have a problem with gays as such, but you want to oppose their right to be legally married, let me offer you a bit of advice. Stop fucking lying. It's really unattractive and not very convincing. Seriously, I don't understand how someone can come out and say they don't have a problem with gays, but they won't let them get married, but they're not homophobic. Well, are they lying to themselves? Because they're sure as shit lying to me. Look, you don't like the fags. The gay sex weirds you out. Whatever it is, just embrace it, people. Hell, you know, there's gay people making fun of straight people, calling us breeders. So some gays are heterophobic. Life's balanced. Now, I'll tell you one thing that might make me unpopular with the gay crowd. Any religion should be able to ban gay marriage within that religion. Because religion's a voluntary club. You choose to join. If they have rules you don't like, don't join. Or if you're a masochist, spend ages trying to get them to change their rules. But the law is really different to religion. The law should have some basic respect for all people. In my admittedly not very humble opinion, telling someone their partner has no legal rights with regards to benefits, inheritance, property, solely because of their gender, that is fucked up and indefensible. People who say the sanctity of marriage has to be protected from homosexuals are seriously fucked up. With a 50% divorce rate, marriage has no sanctity. Deal with it. And then there's the completely spurious slippery slope argument. My God, if we let those fags and dykes get married, what's next? We'll have the polygamists and the pedophiles. Oh, and the bestiality crowd all wanting to marry their dog. It'll never end, I tell you. Here's some advice. Try thinking like a rational human. I have this funny thing where I'm actually able to realise when things are two completely separate issues. And I can think about them separately. They don't have to be conflated because they're different. Hell, if a polygamist can convince you that they've got as much right to have 5 spouses as a gay person has to have 1 spouse, good for them. Either they're a really good arguer or you're a really stupid person. Besides, I think the gays are in for a nasty careful what you wish for surprise. Haha! It used to just be us straight guys who had to worry about the emotional manipulation of getting backed into a corner to get married. Ha! Now it's you too! That free and easy lifestyle, that's over! that person you picked up at a bar, they're going to emotionally manipulate you. And your mum can stop trying to turn you straight and just trying to get you married. Then you'll know what it's like, and then you'll be sorry you ever asked for it.